10 years, Highland Park Career Academy, Life Skills, Covenant House Academy. Um, then I went to the K through 12 sector, a couple charter schools, and then I came here. So I've been here going on 9 years now. Um, and while I was here, I had the opportunity to earn my doctorate degree. Um, and my bachelor's is in liberal arts. My master's is from Wayne State at sports management, and my doctorate is in education, but adult learning and leadership. So, it's about a year old. Um, so that's me. I coached high school basketball for about 10 years. I coached at Renaissance, coached at U Prep as a varsity coach for like 5 years. We did well there. I coached at Harper Woods, um, and that's where I live now, Harper Woods. So all my stuff's been pretty local. Um, I built a lot of relationships and a lot of friendships throughout that time. I wish I had more of experience than just Missouri and Detroit, but I try to get out of here as much as possible. But I don't really regret it, and it doesn't really bother me. But I'd rather, I'm a Detroit guy, so that's I don't know. I just can't leave this place, man, for some reason. But maybe because it's comfort, and then I know it so well, and then the political part, I got a lot of friends in a lot of different places. I get things done a lot faster. So really, they told me to kind of speak on time management, and I don't know if that's an issue for everybody. Um, I don't know your thoughts on it, but to me, it's almost it's like it's up there. It's like one of the top 5 things you need to have, skill that you need to have in order to see some type of success. And everybody's level of success is different. Your success might be in going, getting a job, getting a crib, being able to take care of your family. Somebody else's version of success might be, you know, trying to get $100,000, drive to 550, get the diamond chain and live in Birmingham or something. That might be a version of somebody's success. Or somebody else's version might be, just get the new F-150 and you know, and then just be straight, just be fresh with a new whip, and that's they successful. So it all depends, but time management has you won't really see success unless you able to manage your time. And I'm not saying I don't know how you all manage your time. I mean, I know we started at 9. You guys are here at a reasonable time, but one thing I've always lived by, I played sports my whole life, so they say if you're on time, you late, and I live by that, and that's a good rule to live by. I got a family, so I got kids, so you gotta prepare. If you all have family, you gotta prepare an hour ahead of time to get where you're gonna be on time, and their mother is terrible with time, you know, and she don't respect time, and that boils my blood, man, because I'm really always on time, and it's important to be because then with that, when you have an employment or commitments, people know you're gonna be on time. That means you're reliable. You know what I'm saying? People can count on you to do things. Even if it's not a job, if it's a family member asks you to help them move furniture, they know you're gonna be there at 10 o'clock because you say you're gonna be there. You're gonna be ready. You're gonna be ready to move at a certain time. Now, I mean, it's downsides to being on time because other people are usually not on time. But if you understand that, then you could, if you know your cousin is not gonna have the furniture ready, the boxes are closed, boxed up, and all the moving truck at when she say she is, you know that's not gonna happen. So, and she expects you to be there at 11, then you probably want to show up at 1. Just because you know your 11, you're gonna be helping her box everything up and put in. And if you want to do that, that's fine. But if you don't, then just show up at 1. But understanding time, understanding people, understanding how you use your time is huge. It's huge. It's really part of your character, you know, it becomes, because it's like people relate to what you can do to who you are. And if you, you know, if you, like I said, if you want to be a person that people can count on, then you respect the time. I got, you know, family members that don't respect time. And you know, you can't really count on them for nothing. And maybe that's the way they want it, you know. And maybe that's like, shit, I'm not showing up on time because shit, they're gonna ask me to do something, and that's fine. But I'm not, you know, I'm not that type of person. So if I say I'm gonna do something or I'll be there on a certain time, I'm gonna be there. And I think that, I mean, that, and when it comes to employment, it's the most important, because that's how you keep your job. And when you're reliable, people count on you to do things. You might have to do more than the person who ain't doing nothing, but you know, you have the potential for, you know, advancement, promotions, things like that. If you work in that type of organization, even in McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? If they know you show up on time and they know reliable, they're gonna ask you if you want to be a manager, and because you're reliable, and even that $14 to $16 change, if you a manager, you work the managerial part, you learn that, and say, okay, I don't want to work at McDonald's no more. I want to work at Macy's. You can transfer those managerial skills to somewhere else, and because you know you were reliable, they trusted you, you were working it, you understand it. Those skills can transfer, and then you can advance yourself, you know, other places. And then you know they see the same work ethic that you have there, a time management skills that you have there. Then you know it's room for growth. So I think that like, how many of y'all are working right now?
I actually like first shift, so I'm doing this first, this program. I don't like to work no other shift.
Yeah. So um, what are y'all in this program for?
Farm.
Like, what is it for? What are y'all getting out of it? What are y'all?
Teaching me responsibility. I'm old him. So I just one thing I learned that basically I don't learn to say do the same thing, you get the same result. So it just taught me that these brothers to me
Ordered to come here.
You was ordered?
Yeah,
Court ordered?
Court order, yeah.
You was court ordered too?
Yeah, but the thing, I ain't really expect to get nothing, so I got way more than what I thought for real. Like, I came here different. Like, I used to have problems with my baby mama every day. Like, all type of other stuff. Like, but now it's like I know how to move better. And I feel like I got a better understanding of how to do stuff.
Mm-hmm. So all y'all got kids,
Yes.
and 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 one thing that I know is, man, shit, it's hard to do. The most, I mean, to me, it's the hardest thing is to maintain your composure through adversity. You know what I'm saying? And through difficult situations. You know what I'm saying? As you all been through difficult situations, um, and not letting your emotions get the best of you. That's huge for us. That's huge for us. You know, as black men, that's huge. You know, because when you like, I never, like, my record is clean, but it's been like, I can count on about my hands and my feet how many times I've been that close. You know what I'm saying? Because of situations that I've avoided or somebody helped me avoid before it got ugly. And it's I'm still working on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still something that I battle every single week. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always somebody who's gonna say some bullshit, who's gonna try you, who's gonna test you, who's gonna say something to knock you off your square, ruffle your feathers all the time. Like these people exist, and on this job they do it, in the street they do it, in your house, they do it. So it's like 24/7, and it's a constant reminder. If you can keep a level head, and if you can manage your emotions, you already winning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest battle, because you can live for that next day, figure things out, and you free. You know what I'm saying? You out here to make things happen. If you can't make you can't make things happen, incarcerate, and then people stop answering the phone. People start disappearing. People who you thought was in your corner, who thought you would help you, don't help you. It happens. It happens while you free. So you already know what's gonna happen once you get it behind the walls. They forget about you. So that's what you're trying to avoid. Unfortunately, because of the systemic systems that are put in place for us to fail, it's a lot of things, obstacles put in place for us to fail, and we have to realize that it's not here. They're not set up for us to win. And I'm just being honest. I mean, it's not for black people. White people, yeah, because they have had generations and generations and generations and generations of help prior, to us even seeing some bit of success. So their great grandparents had shit. Their great parents had shit. So, and then as you can see for us, they've always had their foot on our neck the whole time, trying to prevent us from putting things in place. Okay, we can't have slavery, so now we're gonna lock them up. And if we keep them lock them up, then we can have, instead of them, we can't get free labor out of them this way, we're gonna get free labor out of them this way. So it's still a form of slavery. And we have to realize that. We've been fighting these battles every day. And one way to eliminate all of that is just keeping a level head and finding something that you're passionate about. And keep working that. Like say if you into computers, get into it. You know what I'm saying? If you're into art, really get into it. If you're into sports, really get into it. Make that your passion. And then that's kind of a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Say if you go to work and you like to draw art, do that after work. Get you something to occupy your mind and your time. You know what I'm saying? And because another thing that I've also learned is that the nigga cool, like the black people cool, ain't shit. Like what we value is cool, what we value is sweet, like what we like ain't shit. In the big picture ain't shit. Like the McQueens you got on, they cool, they fresh, they sweet. I like them too. But in the grand scheme of things, you could have bought you some Air Force Ones and still been you. You see what I'm saying? And nobody would treat you no different. Nobody gonna treat. But in my mind, like so I got on Gucci's, but if I had on some Rockports, it'll still be the same thing. I still get treated the same, still get the same thing. But that's what we like, and it's okay. Because we can afford it. At the time, we can afford it. We like it. It look good. We wear it nice and all that. But the nigga cool ain't it. You know what I'm saying? It's not it. It's not getting us nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And you have to do it when you can do it and when, you can afford to do it and not put so much emphasis and focus on what other people think. It's all about you. Like, if you like to do certain things, do you, until you can't do it no more, and be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? We just got to be okay with it, because it's times, and I know like we've been black our whole life. And we got cousins and family who lust over the shiny things, the glitter, all the stuff that shine, bling, look good, and make us feel good. but this is a short term feel. Because after your sweet ass clothes get dirty, and you done spend 500-600 on that fit, you don't even like it no more. You can take it to the cleaners all you want. It still don't got that first day wear feel, and you done spend 600 on that fit. You know, give it, and then you just look at it from that point on. Like what, like, and then you realize, like, damn, I could have just bought some regular shit, and then you know, just a regular polo, some jeans, and some basic little Air Max or something, and call it a day. You know, and I think that I'm not saying don't if you can afford it, go ahead and get it, but that shouldn't be our focus. You know, there's so much stuff that we could be doing with our money to advance ourselves, other than buying bullshit. You know what I'm saying? To get the praise from people that don't even know us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we getting fresh with really somebody else. Like, we get fresh because we like to get fresh. We buy these things because we like it. But just think, if you was on an island by yourself, you wouldn't by yourself somewhere. You wouldn't even buy that shit. You wouldn't even care. You wouldn't even care. You wear the same shit all the time. So I'm not saying that y'all do that, but I see enough of us in Somerset, and I see enough of us in, you know, Snipes and Foot Locker, all these places, and we the same ones asking and begging and borrowing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a problem, you know. And I had that problem. I had that problem, big time, you know. And it took for me to have a family, get my priorities on straight. Because if you don't, shit, you're gonna be in debt, paying people on, and then you ain't gonna have shit at the end of the day. And that's not where we want to be. I think that